Robinhood Markets receives SEC notice for alleged securities violations at crypto unit. Is Robinhood the next SEC target? Robinhood stock dropped 5%, then 7%, and then continued to fall after the SEC issued a Wells notice regarding its cryptocurrency business. The Wells notice indicates that the SEC intends to recommend enforcement action against the company. Robinhood has delisted tokens flagged by the SEC to minimize risk, removing Solana, Cardano, and Polygon from a trading platform. The SEC has filed lawsuits against other crypto companies like Binance and Coinbase for regulatory violations, claiming that certain cryptocurrencies qualify as securities. So once again, another one bites the dust and they start throwing each other under the bus, just like what happened back in 2021. And Investor Place is back at it again with the BS articles, dropping a back-to-back article today on AMC as well as GameStop, preparing you guys to sell, pushing you guys to sell. But the first article covering AMC saying, beware, AMC stock faces uphill battle despite bullish Q1 results. AMC stock has not benefited from moviegoer loyalty. They say that AMC stock hasn't been a buy since the advent of the talkie. A strong second half is essential if they want to move out of penny stock territory, and the company's revenue and profits have a ceiling. They also go on to talk a little bit about GameStop, putting a very clickbaity title in there, GameStop warning why GME is a no-brainer gaming stock to sell. Now this should be illegal. I don't even know how they can put stuff out this biased, but who is paying them? They said the recent surge is nice, but it's probably not going to last. GameStop soared recently, but expectations of accommodative monetary policy and increased speculative interest drove this move. However, it's probably going to fade. Finally, moving on from Investor Place BS articles and what's happening with Robinhood, South Korea finds illegal stock short sales, aka counterfeit shares, by 7 more banks in their investigation. South Korea's financial has so far uncovered 211.2 billion won, aka $156 million worth of illegal short trades by 9 global investment banks. So they continue to do a deep dive and figure out how many counterfeit shares are out there, and this is just the beginning. The US has to start taking notes. Finally, May 31st, I believe the CAT system is coming out. It's being 100% implemented and on the way there. People have to start reporting. Institutions have to start reporting. And the CAT system is already exposing hedge funds in GameStop. Literally a flood of 13F filings got reported last Friday on GameStop, which you can see right here. Okay, let's jump into some numbers. But if you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. AMC Ortex numbers are sitting at 19.39% short interest with almost 54 million shares shorted. So you're seeing that short interest rise once again. And we talked about last week on Friday how short exempt were the highest we have ever seen on GameStop, and we're going to get into the charts in a minute. Calls to puts for the week, we are winning by a long shot on GameStop, even after the sell-off that we have seen so far today, with 20,000 calls compared to basically 3,000 puts expiring in the money, and then 33,000 calls compared to 15,000 puts expiring out of the money. AMC, same thing, 23,000 calls compared to 8,000 puts expiring in the money, and 71,000 out of the money compared to 20,000 out of the money. Short exempts also have been continuously high on AMC. Algorithms are ready to push these, and we're going to explain where the moves are at right now in their cycles. So GameStop ran from this bottom down here, from the bottom of the U, up 74.28%. What we have been tracking, or we said was a possibility depending on what happens with AMC, and we're going to talk about if it's happening in a second, is GameStop could run up to 40 to 80%, which is going to bring us between $14 and $18, and we came all the way to 17 something, right? However, during this U shape right here, the percentages that we've been tracking, GameStop got a 23% retracement. If we look right now, instead of running 80% and retracing 23%, we ran 74% and retraced almost 22% from the bottom. So with that being said, this could be just slightly accelerated and GameStop could catapult or sideways trade for a week or two right here in this box that we have drawn out. Okay, this is one possibility. This candle that you saw today, the major wick from the top to the bottom, trading directly in that range for GameStop all the way, up until May 24th or so, is something that we could see before catapulting higher. However, GameStop has had these previous pops that we talked about where after it sells off, right? And that would just put us through another cycle. This is all changing if AMC does this. I want you to take a look at a couple things. We are in the box where AMC can catapult at any moment, start flying, but we're not seeing the momentum there. We are seeing a little bit of volume pickup, but we're not seeing the momentum there. If AMC decides that, cycles aren't accelerated this time around, and this time is not different, this is what you could see with AMC. We have had this drawn out for quite a while, the 319-day bar pattern tracking, which brings AMC to June 7th, right, for a very, very bottom. And that is because it correlates to back here. This entire cycle was 319 days out before AMC hit a bottom, which was around $1.99, aka back here $10 and something after the split, right? Which means AMC would be trading right around here. And it does look very similar. This is a month out. This looks very, very similar to what you see right here, right? Which means AMC could shoot down to bottom out around 199 once again, which would be a coincidence, okay? 199, that bottom again would be a coincidence. That is what I have. This is either going to retrace to there before catapulting higher. GameStop is going to sideways trade before catapulting higher, or they're both going to play through other cycles, get pressed down, and then of course short sellers are going to bring them as close to zero as possible. Last but not least, Vertical Trading Group with $199,000 per share sell wall ask 100 share order on HYMC. I don't know what this is about, if HYMC is going to glitch and wick up to that price. But what is the reasoning for this? You see this on the order book. You let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments down below. Also, let me know your thoughts and theories on Adam Aron's most recent tweet about the ape couches. His wording was very specific, per se. Before we move into the market, guys, my first vlog that I uploaded on the channel, just to give you guys a glimpse of the background of my life, got over 1,000 views in one day. So shout out to you guys. You guys are just super, super amazing. This was my trip on the cruise to Bermuda that I went on a couple weeks ago. And the clips you see, you might think, oh, this is a good time, but kind of disrespectful, this and that. We didn't bother anybody to a degree. They were bothered, sort of say, right? We left people alone basically the entire time. So just because the video, those parts are entertaining, don't think that's all we did the whole time. Just relax in the comments. I know there are some Karens on here that don't like these vlog sort of things, or what we do behind the scenes you're always going to have a problem with. But I plan on uploading these here and there just to give you guys behind the scenes of my life, and it was really fun. And this is what I've been working on for you guys. Also, we're about to play some earnings. This week we have major earnings. Get in the Discord if you want to know my trades as soon as I take them and which direction we as a Discord family are playing the earnings. We also have options trading alerts in there. We talk stocks and crypto, post our gains, post our losses, and more. The link is right under the description, and it's a very cheap Discord, well worth it. And if you guys want up to 10 free fractional shares of the Magnificent 7, open a Moomoo account using my link at the top of the description and put in $1 to $100 to start earning a bunch of fractional shares of the Magnificent 7. You guys will not regret it. Free money, guys. Don't be lazy. Go do it. Now, touching on the overall market, SPY is ripping 514.75, up 0.67% on the day. SPY is in this zone right now where we could potentially get rejected at 515, but the levels I'm watching for the SPY that I think the SPY will hit and continue with momentum is 518.25 and then right back up to 525. Those are the levels that I am watching for the SPY to hit this week. And I think decent amount of time out calls aren't a bad idea. Nothing I say is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Okay, some things that will affect the market are war. Hamas says it accepts ceasefire proposal of Egypt, which is a good thing to hear. But then you have Putin orders nuclear weapon drills. Last but not least, touching on crypto really quick. Crypto getting rejected at 64,000. Okay, so we want to watch this and make sure Bitcoin is going to hold 61,500. That's a level that I'm watching right now. If we wick under, no big deal. Now, earnings tonight. Palantir, Lucid, and then before the open are Disney. These are the main ones that we are watching. I'm not going to tell you guys which direction we are playing them, but Palantir is already up 7.37%. We anticipated a move all the way up to this channel or down here, and Palantir is already making its way to this channel. So what is going to come next? If you want to know, guys, get in the Discord. That is what I got for you guys for today's video. Again, we're watching Lucid. We have the charts already up, and we're watching Disney. That is it. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.